So it's time to wrap up. How do we do this? So I would love to be able to, talk about each of the high-level key takeaways, but I want to do it in the context of how we think about Twitter. So, the idea that technology has been empowering individual voices, we almost take that for granted. We live in a very, very exciting time where technology generally, and not just Twitter, but technology generally has been empowering individuals and their voices. But that hasn't always been the case. So technology in the past has actually concentrated voices into people that had resources. And this is what I mean. So in the past, in order to be heard, all you needed was this, a soapbox that you bring to the town square. And if you were loud enough, you were heard. Technology drastically disrupted that calculation. Because as technology came along, if you had access to raw materials as well as a printing press and a distribution center, your voice became louder. Same thing with radio, and definitely with television. If you had access to resources to buy spectrum, build a station, and become a TV broadcaster, your voice became louder. And just becoming louder didn't necessarily mean you became better. So now with digital technology, it's bringing that back full circle, so that all you need now is 140 characters, and you're heard in a tweet anywhere around the world. So Twitter's bringing back that town square. The difference is that this time the town square is a global one, and this time in the Twitter town square, you're heard not because you're loud, but because you're good. And in our context, in the digital marketing context, being good means getting the right content to the right people at that right time. And hopefully with the 5 key takeaways from today's event, it'll help you do that. So the first key takeaway is that Twitter is the second screen. If you're telling stories on TV, or if you want to reach that TV viewing audience, how do you use Twitter to amplify what you want to do? The second is that Twitter allows you to capture real-time interest and intent. So it's no longer just about bringing the right content, but finding that right moment. And the next one is, now that you can find that right moment, plan for the moment, not just in the moment. Since you have access to real-time interest and intent, how do you go from being reactive and reacting to those moments to doing what Ali was talking about, which is planning for those moments? And the next one, if ROI is your concern, Twitter works. If you have the right content to the right people at the right time, you should get the right results. And finally, develop your personality and authenticity using your tone of voice on Twitter. Hopefully, we've been able to show examples of that. So recall the powerful, poignant six-word story by Ernest Hemingway. As a parent, that really tapped into an instinct in me to really want to lean in and ask questions and get involved. And all of you are telling amazing stories about your brands. You're bringing to the world some of the most important brands in the UK and all around the world and giving them a voice. We want to be able to help you bring the right content to the right people at the right time. So that hopefully with these key takeaways, we can help you be heard, not because you're loud, but because you're good. 140 characters or 6 seconds at a time, only on Twitter. Thank you very much.